What up, y'all? Alright, yeah, I didn't have a clean motherfucking shirt, so I figure I'd show off my motherfucking flat beans. I ain't been able to motherfucking do shit because this motherfucking surgery I just had, this injury and shit. But now I figure I'd show off some of my old janky ass, tattoos from shit, prison, juvenile, all over the fucking place, really, over the years. I wouldn't. I mean, I'll get shit cleaned up eventually, but I'll never get rid of them. Most of them are from dudes that I really had a lot of love for and shit. And but yeah, just be mindful of what the fuck you're getting on you, especially when you're young, dumb motherfucker, just kind of going with the motherfucking flow. Because later on down the road, you're gonna run out of room or have so many shit ass cover ups. And but it is what it is. I'm addicted to ink, man. Fucking, I used to make it for motherfuckers. I used to fucking I tatted on a couple people. I could do outlines and shit. I ain't no real artist or nothing. I just put down a pattern and trace that motherfucker. But anyway, nah, today I was gonna talk about crazy ass kitchen stories, man, because fuck, I had a lot of them. Shit, when I first got to Anamosa years ago, I was 18 years old, man, and you got long fucking lines, and you get in the chow hall and it's all segregated. You got on one side of the chow hall, it's, the whites, the Asians, a few Mexicans. A lot of Mexicans sit on the white side too, and then the other side was all white side. And you'd have a couple motherfuckers scattered through here and there, but it was mostly that. Um, Everybody had motherfuckers that they ate with, and you had your table and you didn't just sit down, but every now and then you get wet behind the ear, motherfuckers come in there and they would. And it didn't matter if you ask, hey, somebody sitting here is it cool if I sit here? That's one thing. If a motherfucker ain't got nobody coming, a lot of times they ain't gonna be a dick unless you look like a weirdo or they heard something about you or something like that. But from time to time you do get fucking weirdos, man, that they don't know no better or whatever. Like I remember one time, and I think I was just sort of in the dickhead ass mood that day any motherfucking way. But man, it's like three older, kind of weirdo looking cats, and a lot of older motherfuckers that come in are not all of them, but they had a lot of them that have weird cases of shit, man. So these motherfuckers just sit down. I don't know who the fuck they are, and they ain't asked me. So I'm a little fucking salty, you know what I mean? I'm just now starting to, kind of learn the etiquette in this motherfucker, especially kind of the hard way. I'll tell you one of them stories too here in a little bit. Uh, but anyway, yeah, these motherfuckers just sit down. But it's Burger and Friday. I remember this shit distinctly, man. And I'm sitting there, they just start talking. They don't say nothing to me, so I'm looking at one. Now I look back over at the other, and I just keep doing this shit. And motherfucker ain't saying nothing. They're just ignoring me at my own fucking table. So I reach over, I grab a handful of dude's French fries, and I eat them. Dude looks at me all fucking. You can tell he wants to say something, but he don't say nothing. So, motherfucking, he ends up looking at his buddy, and his buddy says, "Man, let's just go." And they get up and they go to another motherfucking table. So that was my solution when it happened to me. But yeah, I've seen all kinds of crazy shit or shit like that, fights and just stupid ass shit. I've had when I first fucking got there, I'm in line, man, and the lines are long as fucking this fucking camp. And we get in the fucking we get in like the hallway in the door finally, and somebody said something to me. I step off for a minute, say something to him, and then I step back in line. I'm not really thinking nothing of it. Plus, it's pretty much the end of the fucking line. And this fucking dude, uh, who I guess ends up being, at the time he was a shot caller. They say he's fucking got rat shit and everything on him now, but uh, in my eyes, he's a piece of fucking shit, dude. Because when you got youngsters coming in there, it's your job to fucking get them right and try to get through. You don't fucking come at motherfuckers over dumbass shit. He did, and especially when they come back at you respectfully. Like, I stepped back in line. I guess I was in front of dude. We're at the end any fucking way. He says, he says something about it. I'm like, look, man, I just stepped out for a second. I said, but whatever, you can get in front of me. No, it's all good. So I'm like, all right, I'm not thinking nothing else of it. I eat, I go back out to the fucking yard, and all of a sudden I got one of my dudes waving me over. So I go over there, and he's standing there with dude that, I just had this fucking talk within the fucking chow hall. And he's like, I just got here, so I don't know a lot of these motherfuckers. This dude I know from, the hometown and shit. And he's like, yeah, man, this here's my guy. And, he said you disrespected him. And I said, look, man, I told him what happened. And I ended up telling my dude, they called him shitty. I was like, hey, motherfucker. I said, I broke it down what happened. And then I was like, look, I already told this fucking dude he could have got in front of me. It was misunderstanding. It wasn't fucking shit. I said, if he feels some kind of way, we can go somewhere. You know what I mean? I ain't never hesitated to go nowhere with no motherfucking buddy. So, he's like, oh, no, it's all good. Again. All right. So I'm like, what the fuck ever? I'm over this shit. Well, a little while later, I'm walking with one of my dudes, and a crew, young motherfuckers comes up. There was like 4 or 5 of them motherfuckers. And they're telling me dude felt disrespected, and that I need to fight one of them, and we need to go to a blind spot. I'm like, whatever, dog. I'm so fucking over this. Y'all want to throw down on shit? Let's go. My dude falls back. Later on, he says he went to fucking, get help or whatever, motherfucker. I mean, not from fucking no garden, but from get some backup and shit. I think he's just a pussy and fucking ran off, be honest with you. But, so anyway, I go with these motherfuckers, and this wasn't shitty that ran off. Fucking, I think he would stay with me. I don't know. I think he burned me a couple times on some shit too, motherfucker, shady ass dude. But he lit up to his name was what it was. He wasn't false flagging. But anyway, man. So my dude runs off. And I follow these motherfuckers to yard check. They got to lead the way. They're like, let's go to yard check. I said, show me where the fuck it is. But as we fucking are getting closer and closer, they're getting deeper and deeper and deeper. There's a group out of fucking Des Moines, man. So there's a lot of them motherfuckers. But we make it to the shack. And the main dude that seemed like he was wanting to fight, I'm paying attention to him. Now they're all kind of sort of surrounding me, and I'm like, look, I'm not stepping in there with all you motherfuckers. I'll step in there with any one of you. But as I'm saying that, dude over here catches me. Bink. Pretty much first fucking time I ever got I wasn't knocked out cold, but I was like loopy. Like I couldn't. My dude comes up, I'm not sure how long after that. When they hit me, they all took off fucking running because we weren't in the shack yet. There's a fucking camera right there, which we never end up getting caught for this shit. But yeah, man, I go down and I'm just like shaking it off, like, I couldn't really remember what the fuck happened. My dude's like, yeah, you just got hit. And I was like, oh, fuck. And later on, as motherfucker told me, more and more of it come back. But at that time, it hadn't yet. And I'm like, I was like, hey, let's go eat. He said, he knew what it was over. So he's like, hell no, dog. Yeah, you need to walk around, get some air or something. You already went to eat. That's what all this shit was over. So anyway, that was a chow hall thing that could have been avoided. The next day, I had a padlock and a fucking sock wrapped around my shit in my pants. That same motherfucker who I brought up earlier, though, shitty. I think he's the one that sold me out, man, because he was trying to get in with them dudes. But I don't know. He fucked with a lot of them. But he came and he was the only one that he's the only one I'm pretty sure knew that I had that lock on me. So I come out and I'm about to go get this fucking dude and fucking for sneaking me, man. And these motherfuckers, all their shot callers was out there. They sort of like circle around me when I get out of there. Hey, come here. So they circle around me. And I'm like, what's up? And I got my hand in my shit. And as I'm doing that, they're all pulling their shirts up, showing me shanks and shit. And they're like, look, that's one of the homies, leave it alone. I didn't have anybody with me, but at this time I wasn't riding with no motherfucking buddy. For years I was like that. I didn't ride with nobody in there. Years later, a motherfucker talked me into taking over on some hometown shit that kind of got started because of me in a juvenile camp, me and one of my dogs, one of my homeboys, but I had never came into it. And but years later, the dude taught me into it because he's like, look, we got all these youngsters coming and they need somebody to guide them. I'm getting out. All the other big homies are in the fucking Fed system and shit. And so he taught me into it. That was later though. But anyway, at this time, I wasn't with nobody. These motherfuckers was like a majority of the white boys in the camp. A lot of them. So anyway, uh, so yeah, they're telling me, look, man, leave the shit alone. So I didn't really have much fucking choice, but I didn't like it. I'm a prideful motherfucker. Motherfuckers kept running their fucking mouths and shit, and I was salty. But I told them even that day, I was like, look, I'm gonna let it go because I don't really have no fucking choice right now. I feel like I said, but at the same fucking time, this dude ever looks my way, says anything, and I'm busting his motherfucking ass. And I can't remember how much time went by, but some time went by, and I was cool with a lot of his homeboys, the younger ones. We got, cool from hustling, man, running each other's numbers because they ran a lot of the power ball. I did the pick threes, they did the power balls and shit like that. Um, and then we all was on the card players. I mean, card tables and shit. Most of us. So I was cool with a lot of them. And one day I'm sitting down with two of them, and I'm sitting down with Junior and Hitman. And Hitman's called that for a reason because the motherfucker hit like Tyson. He's a white boy who hits hard, and he was known for that shit. I just don't care. I'm too stupid to give a fuck about any of that, man. Now, granted, I'd let the shit go because I'm not fully fucking retarded, but I'm sitting there with these dudes and I'm racking them up. One day, this back, we still had the tickets. Shit, we play right out of pocket under the table and shit. So anyway, a little while into playing, here comes a dude that got lucky on me that day. Uh, and, well, he fucking snuck me when I wasn't paying attention. His bitch ass. I've been wanting to crash him so long leading up to this. And he sits down and I'm clenching my jaw. I don't say nothing. I keep playing. And then dude opens his mouth. He looks at his homeboys, looks at me and says, why y'all playing with this bitch? I said, I got your bitch, motherfucker. Where you want to go? He says, music room. And that was a good blind fucking spot, man. But up there, motherfucker gets you, you get real fucked up there, at least at that time, because they do a round, I think every 40 minutes or something like that through there. But beyond that, you was locked up there most of the time and fucking wasn't nobody up there that was gonna fucking help you with nothing. But I didn't care, man. I was so mad. I've been waiting for this for so long. So me and him are going, and I hear the other two motherfuckers behind me. I'm not stupid. I'm like, come on, motherfuckers. Ain't no sense acting like you motherfuckers ain't gonna get in this shit. Let's go. Just let us get ours. You know what I mean? And if this dude can whoop me, he can whoop me. Whatever. I'll take that. But, I knew it wasn't gonna fucking happen, man. And, or his bitch ass would never snake motherfucker to begin with. He would have just fucking volunteered that fucking day. And then, they would have jumped in because they had to. But instead, anyway, we go up there and they leave me and him at first. And he comes in there, throws a fucking, wild ass fucking hook. I duck up under it. I catch his ass. And I stun him. I get him in a fucking headlock and I'm cracking him with my other arm. And then they're in the doorway yelling for me to stop. I don't stop. Junior, they also call him Little Dirty Bastard. He has a fucking... I hate this shit, but hey, I put it all out there. He has a goddamn thick ass plunger stick, man, and he's cracking me at that motherfucker from behind. What's his face? Hitman. He's fucking blasting me. That motherfucker, he does hit like a mule. And I got this dude in the headlock. I'm so fucking geeked up. I'm trying to throw punches with one arm. Finally, I realized what I'm doing. I slam him down, and I end up sliding up out of that fucking bathroom up there. And as I get out of the bathroom, I don't have no shirt on or nothing. I can't remember if I got... Oh, wait, no. And that's another thing. You're supposed to have shirts and, your shoes and all that shit on up there. And I was so geeked up in the moment out there on the fucking car tickets, I didn't have a shirt on. I went up there without a shirt and everything. But I'm not trying to draw attention to myself. And I had lumps all over my head from fucking Hitman and that goddamn punk-ass stick. This black dude who I knew from a juvenile camp, who actually we fought there, but we're cool now, and we're from the same hometown and shit. You know what I mean? So in the joint, that's motherfuckers kind of come together on that shit a little bit. But I seen dude, and he's like, "What's up, dog?" And he seen all of them motherfuckers. They was still following me. I think they was about to get me again. And this motherfucker's just shredded. He pulls his shirt off too. Gives me his shirt. Hey, so I here, put it on, dog. So you ain't drawing attention. So I do that. Dude's shredded. So they don't want these fucking issues. Nah, Hitman and Junior, they both were little goons, dog. They get it. So, well, Hitman ain't small, but uh Junior was. They call him little dirty bastard. He's known for doing little shit like that. But yeah, they wouldn't look for no real fight. Plus, when you run with a crew, you can't really like initiate no shit like that, especially on the other race. Without going through the channels and shit. So, we all make it out of there, and I had a couple of their guys come talk to me and told me to keep it down. I'm like, look, bitch, I ain't no fucking rat. I ain't got to keep nothing down. And I had a hat on to cover up my fucking bumps and shit. Other than that, you couldn't really see nothing on me. And it slid over, and, time went by and shit. And I actually got more respect from a few of them motherfuckers and higher up ones. And that main fucking dude, still to this fucking day, well, I can't say this day. I've been gone for a while from there, but I don't like the motherfucker. I ain't got much respect for him or how he fucking moved, but a lot of his people was cool. That's one kitchen incident out of many. Another, on my first fucking number, I'm working in the kitchen. I'm sweeping and shit. And like I said, on the one side, you got all the black guys and shit for the most part, man. And it's all about respect in there. You bumping on motherfucker, you say, excuse me. What I mean? Anything like that is just proper fucking etiquette. You know what I mean? So I'm sweeping, and I'm telling motherfuckers, hey, excuse me, man, so I can get around their feet and shit like that. This one dude, I say, excuse me twice, he ignores me. So I'm like, all right, motherfucker, I sweep his feet and everything. He's some southern cat who, there's some superstition over here. You want to hit a broom. You don't want a broom touching your feet or it's bad luck. So, fucking, I didn't give a fuck though. I didn't even know about that, I don't think, at the time, but I hit his feet and he's like, motherfucker, you just expect me to hit my feet, brother. I was like, look, motherfucker, I don't know what the fuck you talk about. I said, excuse me 3 times. You want to ignore me? Fuck you. So long story short, he called me a fucking bitch. I said, come show me I'm a bitch. We end up going downstairs. It's where the mop buckets and all the cleaning shit was, man. And we get down there. I get around the corner. As he comes down there, I crack him with the fucking, the mop wringer. I catch him in the side of the fucking head. He was out cold. They ended up going and telling the staff, whoever ended up seeing him down there. And he went to the whole under investigation. They never could find out who he's fighting. He said he just fell. So they ended up motherfucking having to stitch him up. They knew that wasn't the case. I think they had him involuntary for a while. He come out, wanted a one-on-one. I went and fought him. Always shit in the fucking chow hall. But there's a lot of funny shit goes on in that motherfucker too. On that last number, I'm there. I got my buddy Luke Smith in there, man. I'm working with him, and he's a, big, strong motherfucker. Could bench like 500 fucking pounds, maybe 4. I know it was more than 4. I want to say 5. He's one of the strongest dudes in there until he ripped his fucking shoulder and trap out playing Hoover ball. It's basically like fucking volleyball, but with a goddamn heavy ass medicine ball, man. Fucking he caught that motherfucker one arm and ripped it back. But anyway, we're in the chow hall and we're on the line, and you got a lot of weirdos in this camp. There's a lot of dudes here, so and one of these motherfuckers, there's a guy in there. He's doing life. He's some kind of fucking pedophile. I never knew all the basics of his case, and he's blind. And he had this other little gay dude. He was gay. All these motherfuckers got turned out for the most part. That's the only reason they were out there. They'd have different black guys looking out for them and shit, taking all their money in their ass and whatnot. Sometimes white guys, but not very often. That was usually, black hustle and shit, whatever. But anyway, so one day, and dude had a little gay motherfucker that would like walk him around and shit like that. Well, one day they come through the chow line. And my dude Luke was fucking hilarious, man, but he did not like none of us do. So he didn't like chomos and shit. These motherfuckers come through. He grabs some sloppy Joe meat. Boom. Hits dude in the fucking cheek. Hey, the dude's like, the blind guy, he's like, Something just hit me. And the other guy's like, now you must just brushed up against the line or whatever, because it's a metal line. You got plastic little window thing come down and shit. And he's like, no, I felt it. It was wet. And Luke's just over there dying laughing, looking guilty, so they know who the fuck it is. And long story short, they go eat. We're not thinking of it. We working there. We get out a little bit later, and we come out. And all these old chomos and fucking weirdos, they had this little stretch they called like Ped Road, because they'd all sit over there. And because it's where a lot of the cops was, so they felt fucking protected. And there was a tree that we called the Yum Yum tree, because they, gave them shade and shit. And at some point, the cops didn't like that no more. They cut that shit down. They took away the Yum Yum tree, man, motherfuckers. Yeah, all the gay motherfuckers and sex offenders should be over. Anyway, but we come out and they're all sitting over there mugging and shit. And I was like, Luke, man, you gonna fucking get us jumped by a bunch of old fucking weirdos and shit. And I was just laughing. I could care less, and I knew these motherfuckers weren't gonna have nuts fucking come. But yeah, it was funny nonetheless. He done some other shit to a pet in there one day. Big old fat nasty motherfucker, man. He'd been in Fort Madison. I think started out in Fort Madison years ago. They said he got boogered up down there. He come running down the range, his pants down around his ankles, shit fucking everywhere. But so anyway, he's in this camp in Anamosa, and fucking we all know his case. They got a shitty case, so we all fuck, nobody fucks with him, but they all give him shit and, are all constantly torturing him. So my dude, though, goes in the bathroom after he comes out. He had a hat on. And my dude comes out. I'm not paying attention to none of this really, but my dude comes out. Luke comes out. He's like, hey, bro. He's like, go look in that bathroom, see what I did. So I go in there. Dude had forgot his fucking hat in there. So my guy had took a shit in this dude's hat. And I'm telling you, it was one of the biggest goddamn turds I ever seen, man. It's just like this inside that hat just stick. And I was like, oh, you motherfucker. So I come back out. I was like, you nasty fucking bastard. And he's like, look. Dude's going back in the bathroom. He realized he forgot it in there. I shit you not. This motherfucker comes back out. He must have dumped the fucking turd in the toilet, put the hat back on his head, and then strode back out. Hey, so he comes out, and I'm like, hell no. And my dude's like, oh, fucking shithead ass motherfucker. You nasty fucking bastard. And dude's looking, because now he knows it's us and shit. But he's too spooked to say anything, even though he's a big old motherfucker. But, yeah, so that shit was hilarious. We had this broad that worked the line, and her name was Judy. We used to call her like the food Nazi or fucking some shit like that. Her son Isaac worked in her too. He had big old scars across his fucking head where he got split open with a mop bucket or something. And he was just a straight cocksucker, straight weird motherfucker. Would burn you for anything and everything. Burn the cops. He didn't give a fuck who's who. He's just a tattletale bitch motherfucker that, never changed from that. He just turned it into a job. And, but once I met his mom, I understood, because this bitch was fucking weird, and she was crazy too. Miserable ass fucking cunt will pop you for, dude, you get these motherfuckers what look like a teaspoon extra potatoes or anything, and this bitch writing your report, sending you to the hole. I could not stand her, but I never gave her nothing to write me up on, but she was always at me, man. And so I had a lot of little funny incidents with her. Like I remember one day, we're all on the line clowning and shit. You had to do it because it's sweating, it's hot as a motherfucker. You got all these people you're serving, motherfuckers running their mouths. You got the staff. It's a shit ass fucking place to work. But having my homeboy there is what kept me cool most of the time. But I'm not sure if he was there then. But anyway, we're singing and shit on the line, man, clowning and shit to make time go by. Fucking, then we're all like, ain't no sunshine when she's gone. And fucking Judy and this other one that wasn't bad, I think Heather or something, she comes up and they're like, oh yeah, I like that song. Judy, I remember specifically, said, I really like that song. And so motherfuckers are singing. I don't like this bitch liking anything because she makes us fucking miserable. So I switched the lyrics and I started singing, ain't no sunshine when Judy's on, the laughter and the happiness goes away. And fucking, she's like, that's it, no more singing on the line. And Just stupid shit. I stayed fucking with her. Like, I remember coming back from Pilline one day and shit. I went over there to get some Tylenol, and they didn't have nobody to fill in for me, so she knew I was only gonna be gone a couple minutes, so she jumped on the line, and I come back, and she's like, I can't remember. She was giving me shit about something, and so I turned it back on her because, they're real big, especially her, on having your hair net and your beard net and shit on. So I was like, Judy, I said, where's your beard net, man? And I said, you know better than be on the line without that. And she grabs her face like to check for it, and then like realized that, hey, I'm a broad, I don't have no fucking beard. And it was fucking hilarious. Everybody started dying and shit. I tried taking I ain't gonna lie, man. It's a different world in there, and when you got that uniform on or you act that fucking miserable, sometimes even a woman's gonna have something done to them. And I got tired of this, bro. So what I did is I took a thing of baby oil, and I went and I dumped it around the pole where she usually stood. And I was hoping she'd slip, bust her ass, and we'd be good in the kitchen for a while, be able to move shit out, make more fucking money. Fucking wouldn't have had this broad always writing us up for stupid shit, taking our yard time. And but man, this bitch had eyes like an eagle for an old motherfucker. She zoomed in on it and was like, thought it was water or something, told the motherfucker to mop it up, which I'm thinking, shit, they're just spreading it around worse, so she's probably gonna fucking end up busting her ass anyway. She never fucking went back to that spot. It was weird as fuck. Probably just because it'd been wet, or maybe just stayed shiny, but yeah, it didn't work out. Probably for the best. Wouldn't have been one of my proudest stories, fucking up some old woman, but man, she was fucking miserable and made our lives hell. So it is what it is. Fucking wasn't meant to be though. So yeah, I guess that's a wrap for a minute, man. But yeah, Chowho's, crazy little spot. Pay attention where you fucking sit. It's all about etiquette and respect, man. And but yep, till next time, man. Hit the like button. Hit that donation button if you can. If you can't, whatever. I still love you. Till next time, keep your motherfucking head up. Peace.